people find you to be very caring, very patient as well. So this is what some people may find hot. And I feel for some of you, you are very career orientated and ambitious. So what people find hot about you is that you are very caring, you are very giving, and this is a quality that a lot of people love about you, is what I'm picking up. I feel as if you are the type of person that is always being of service to others. And I feel for some of you, it's not just about you being of service to others. You are also somebody that is of service to yourself. So you take care of yourself. It's not a situation whereby you're always giving, you're always pouring until you have nothing left, right? Yes, you do actually give to others, and this is what people love. But the same way that you give to others, you actually give to yourself first, because you know that you cannot give to another if your cup is empty, okay? So you are the type of person that actually practices what they preach. So if, for instance, you are a person that buys gifts, or you are of service to, say, your friends or your work colleagues, right? Or your children, or your mother, or your father, or your cousins, siblings, whatever the case is, you are that way inclined to yourself. You are not afraid to go out there and get yourself a treat, get yourself that latte, get yourself that nice red velvet cake, get yourself, or get a cake from Rashida's Cakery, hashtag Rashida's Cakery, right? You're not afraid to treat yourself, to get a treat box from Rashida's Cakery. That's my sister. She actually bakes cakes and she bakes biscuits and little treats like that. So if you want to purchase any of her stuff, then please head on over to her page and you can see what she's all about and the magic that she creates. But it just came to me because I remember my sister made me a red velvet cake when she first started baking, and it was just absolutely delicious. And red velvet cake is a treat in my view. It's a luxurious cake. It's just one of the best. When I first tasted that cake, I could not even believe it. But to me, I feel like your energy is very expensive. Your energy is very luxurious. And because you treat yourself with class, dignity, and grace, other people have no choice but to treat you the same way. And I also feel like even if you don't tell people about how you treat yourself, people can just sense by the way that you carry yourself, the way that you have a lot of self-respect, the way that you respect others first and foremostly, shows that you have a lot of respect for yourself. And this is what people find absolutely hot about you. But again, you are, the type of person that is as enthusiastic about yourself as you are about others, about caring for others. So whatever advice you give others, you actually take your own advice. You actually take care of yourself the same way you may say to people, oh, make sure you eat your vegetables, make sure you take your vitamins, or make sure you exercise, or whatever the case is. You actually pour into yourself and you pour into others. Some people know this, but some people don't. But there's something about your energy which radiates class and self-respect. And this is what people find hot. I feel that there's something about your dress sense. Some of you could be Virgo, some of you could have a Venus in Virgo. I find that Venus and Virgos, they dress quite, it's almost as if it's like an office look. So you could have that office look, even if you don't wear like pencil skirts and like tight fitted tops or tight fitted shirts. There's something very clean, there's something very neat about the way that you look. Even if you are wearing a lot of colors, there's something very classy about the way that you dress. You present very well, and it shows that you have a lot of self-respect for yourself. You are very reserved in a sense as well. And there's an energy of you being, I'm just hearing the word high value. I feel like everyone is valued and should be valued, but I feel like there's a regalness with you. There's a very poised and graceful essence that you possess that just radiates someone that has a lot of self-respect, and people find this hot. What people find hot about you is that, yes, you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, but you do not dwell on the past. you work through your pain, you work through your trauma. It may take you a long time because there's no time limit on how one can, or when, I should say, one can actually heal from a certain grief. It depends what that grief is, and everyone's different. Everyone processes grief differently. But the thing with you, TikTok fam, is that you don't pretend that you're not experiencing the pain. You speak about your pain. You work through your pain, and it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to get through that pain. You understand that working through the cycle of pain is a process, and you're not afraid to express this fact to other people. You're not afraid to hide your traumas from the past and act like everything's okay. At the same time, you don't sit in it and dwell in it and allow life to go by without you doing anything about what you are experiencing. Okay? I feel like what makes you hot is that despite the fact that you have been through a lot of pain, you are still willing to connect with new people. You are still willing to make new friends, or you are still willing to put yourself out there to still live the life that you desire and that you deserve. You're not the type of person that projects your pain onto others. You could actually use your voice to heal others. Some of you could be advocates. Some of you want to help others that have experienced what you went through. I feel like what makes you hot is that you are very eccentric, very unpredictable, very quirky, otherworldly. No one that you have encountered, or new people that you have encountered, haven't met anyone like you. Your energy is very rare, it's very fresh, it's very vibrant, and it's very exciting. You have a lot of energy. You are the type of person that may like to work out. You have a strong physique. Whether you're thin or whether you are curvy, you have a great body. And I feel like you are very ambitious